Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans cette chaîne YouTube. Merci beaucoup pour venir regarder mes vidéos. Si vous êtes nouveau ou nouvelle ici, merci beaucoup pour choisir de regarder mes vidéos. Et si vous êtes déjà un abonné, merci beaucoup pour votre amour et je prends ça avec beaucoup de plaisir. Je ne le prends pas pour acquis et c'est avec beaucoup de plaisir de vous avoir ici. Merci beaucoup pour choisir de regarder mes vidéos et je vous assure que je vais faire beaucoup de vidéos et vous allez bien apprendre, vous allez bien vous amuser et vous allez bien aimer tout ce qu'on va faire. Donc, si vous n'avez pas vous abonner dans cette chaîne, s'il vous plaît, touche le bouton d'abonnement et vous allez recevoir toutes mes nouvelles vidéos que je vais faire et ça va aller, vous allez vous amuser, ça c'est très assuré. Si vous êtes nouveau, merci beaucoup et bienvenue dans notre famille. Soyez déjà bienvenus et oui, on va continuer à faire des vidéos et vous allez bien aimer. Donc, si cette vidéo va vous plaire, vous pouvez donner un like et ça va me faire plaisir. So hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome back or welcome to this family. My name is Stella and for the returning subscribers, my name you know me. For the returning subscribers, welcome back. You mean the whole world to me. I love you a lot. Thank you for your massive love, towards the growing of this channel. I can see we're still growing and everything is fine, and I take this with a lot of pleasure. Thanks for always tuning in to watch my videos. And so if this video you're going to enjoy it, please give it a like, comment below, tell me everything, and let's interact in the comment section below, and all will be well. Merci beaucoup pour choisir de regarder cette vidéo, et je ne prends pas ça pour acquis, mais c'est avec beaucoup de plaisir. So today I'm going to talk about the experiences I had when I came to France and the experiences I had traveling for the first time. It was my first time to travel from my home country, and okay, for me it wasn't as very hard. It wasn't too difficult for me since I was in a boarding school, and although I was very attached to home. We say east or west, home is the best. But I was in a boarding school, so I was kind of used to meeting new people, to staying in a different environment. I was in Mumbai Girls High School. Shout out to Mumbai Girls High School. And so it wasn't such a hard feeling, because I was used to staying a little bit away from home, but also it could make a change since I've never been to any other country before. This was the first time I was traveling, so I was also nervous, a little bit nervous. I was nervous and excited, and so I remember I traveled on 8th of April, and it was on a Saturday. It was my flight was on 11:50 something p.m. and so I slept at the airplane. I was just scared. I had watched some videos before, some films where plane got a shortage of fuel, where planes got some problems and fell in water. I didn't know how to swim, and I was just scared of anything might happen and I'm going to lose myself. But it happens because it was my first time taking a flight, so it was normal. It's normal, it's very normal. I was also afraid of connecting my plane because I first from JKIA, from the international airports in Kenya, Nairobi, I landed to Amsterdam in Netherlands. That's where I connected to Bordeaux in France. And so I was just scared. I didn't know how to do it. When I'm at the plane, I was just scared. How am I going to do it? The phone was off, so I could talk to no one. I was seated to somebody, and I knew we are not going to the same direction because it was just a connecting flight. Maybe they were going to, I was afraid to talk to him. And so I was just like, how am I going to connect this flight? But immediately I landed, I didn't get any lost because there were indications all over. And that's one thing I love about airports and train stations. It was indicated, so I just had to follow the signs and get to my flight. And so, okay, I found myself lining up. I think it's just the confusion. I found myself lining up in a Toulouse line. And so Toulouse, it's in the southern part of France. And I was supposed to land at Bordeaux. But yeah, I was in advance. I was there in advance, so I just had to change because it's in the same country. So it wasn't too far. So I went and lined up in Bordeaux, and I took my flight to Bordeaux, and I arrived safely. I had a problem tracking my bag. That was the only problem I had, tracking my suitcase. It was a unique suitcase because it was pink and I could identify it from far, but I didn't know where the suitcases were. So I just asked a lady and she directed me to the place where the lost items are normally kept. And so the lady just helped me, tracked my suitcase, and everything was well. And so my flight wasn't too bad, but the only challenge I had, and this should be a lesson also to others who will be traveling soon or who will maybe travel, don't call your country. So I had this French line, and so I I okay, somebody had explained it to me wrongly and told me that there are countries in Africa you can call them. So I didn't know that there were those countries. She didn't explain well that there are those countries that you shouldn't call. I think most of the countries in West Africa, because they speak French, I think there are some SIM cards that you can just call for free. And so I called my country Kenya, and I was super charged. And oh my goodness, I felt like fainting when I saw the bill. So the thing that made me disappointed is in Kenya, okay, if you don't have enough credits, you can't call. So here, instead of limiting you to calls, they will pile up and pile up and pile up until you have a huge debt. And so I was just scared. Okay, I was just scared. So please, don't call your country, don't call, just use WhatsApp. I know sometimes WhatsApp can be a little bit bothering, but patience is the key. So don't call your country, and yeah, everything will be fine. So that was the only problem I got. Okay, I had some also problems, yeah, here and there. Okay, with the food also, it was, I landed in the when from Bordeaux I went to the western part of France, and I think the food wasn't, I don't know, the food wasn't my type. It wasn't what I was used to, because they did a barbecue and they only burnt, okay, if it's meat they burn the, they roast, not burn, they roast the part, the upper part of the meat, and when you cut it inside it's blood, and it was disgusting, and I don't know, but with, I'm very flexible, so I coped with it. Cause yeah, it was the way of life, and you learn the culture by so I just coped with it. And so what else, the language wasn't much problem to me, because I could speak French, and so it was it. So okay, for the young travelers, it's not easy. For all travelers, in short, it's not easy adapting to a culture, adapting to their food, adapting to everything. But okay, in places like Paris, I was in Paris the last year also. So in Paris, it's easier because there's everyone in general. There are mixed nationalities, so you don't find those. Um, you can find anything that you want, and so okay, I think for Paris it's good, and yeah, everywhere it's nice, but I think for the new people, for me, I think Paris should be where you should start with, because you find everyone there, you find every nationality. But in rural places, you only find, most of the time you only find the French, and most of them have that deep French accent, but we get adapt to it, we get our ears tuned to them, and that's it. Yeah, so it's not easy traveling. It requires a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance. And so if you find yourself doing a mistake, maybe because you didn't know, don't beat yourself too hard. It's normal, and we learn through experiences. Yeah. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video, and we're going to make a lot of new videos. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, give a like, and comment below, and thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I love you guys. Goodbye. Mwah.